it's time for another favorites video. I feel like this month has just gone by really quickly because I've been sick through most of it and I have watched a ton of stuff. So, are you ready? First up, favorite song, and I'm sure you've heard this about 3 million times by now. Okay, this is I Love My Body. It is like the newest real obsession song. It's K-pop, it's fab, and it's like I see the steps in my head and I'm just like, should I be doing this reel at this point? This was me all of last week as I was sick. This song was playing in my head on loop and I was watching reels like, you know, like those people who are just obsessed, and I was like, when I'm better, maybe I should be doing this. So yeah, love the song. Then we have this guy. Now I have really enjoyed using this stick sunblock. Love how easy it is to use, and honestly a lot of the times when I've been ill this week, I have not wanted to put much on my face but just wanted something, and this has been amazing. Even though I've not really left the house like for a week, but yeah, I was standing in the sun on the balcony to try and get my dose of vitamin D and so on, and there were a couple of days when I just threw this on, even on those days where I was not leaving the house, and it was so light, even though I was sweating so much, all of that didn't feel like I was wearing anything. Really loving this. And just for someone like me that is icky about using their hands if they're dirty on their face, this is really easy to just apply and is really good. Then we have this guy. Now this is the L'Occitane shower scrub. I've had this for a while. You can see I've used quite a bit of it. Usually I end up using it once or twice a week. Lately, when I was sick, actually, I used it for 3 or 4 days straight and I really felt really fresh. So, you know, when you're sick, you kind of feel really grimy because you're sweating a lot with fever and all of that. And I was taking like 3 showers in a day at times because I was covered in sweat. And that, you know, that really like dead, grimy skin feeling was happening a lot. So for maybe like my 3rd shower in the day, I was using this instead of soap. And man, it felt so good and kind of reminded me how much I love scrubs. And, you know, like earlier I was just using it for exfoliation once a week, but even with using it like, you know, on a sick day when I really felt sticky and grimy, this did the job. And it's not that crazy you know, kind of exfoliation where you can't use it daily. That's why it's a shower scrub where you can use it and you won't feel like dry skin or like crazy exfoliation. But yeah, this really does the job, feels great. Favorite movie, Barbie. Okay, so I finally rented Barbie online and I mean, I really enjoyed it. A lot of you probably don't know this, but I'm a hardcore Barbie lover. Like when I think I played with Barbies till I was like 11 or something, which was really late. And I had a lot of Barbies, like 20, 30 of them. It was kind of nice to watch this movie as an adult and to like obviously see, you know, the new Barbie and the values attached to her and so on. And I really enjoyed it. Like I know a lot of people were like, there were mixed reviews when it came out, and it was one of those that I really wanted to watch in a theatre, and I thought once the hype dies down I'll go watch it, but I didn't. And then it came out online to rent and I was like, okay, perfect for a sick day. Really enjoyed it. Okay, one of my old favorites is back, the L'Oreal Magic Retouch Root Touch-Up Spray. Now I've used this right now on the top of my head as well. You know, I'm really bad with my hair color. Now I'm someone that likes to color my hair, but I'm not really like consistent with it. I don't follow like the 4-week, 5-week root touch-up situation religiously. Like now I'm way past that window. Like if I have a center parting, you see like a lot of grays. So in between like my colors, I love to have this around because then it's just easier to touch up my roots when I'm filming, going to an event, if I want to, you know, like just like this. Because sometimes the white is really stark, especially if I do like a center parting, because that's like my crazy gray zone. I also did a video on how I use this and color my hair, I will link that here for those of you that haven't watched it, because a lot of people really found it helpful. So if it helps you, this is how I use this, and lately I've been using a lot of it. Okay, so this one is a sick day favorite. One of you lovely people recommended this to me on Instagram and I got it in between, and it is so good. So it's one of those herbal inhalers where I just literally go and everything opens out. It's beautiful. It has, I think, like camphor and it's Thai, so it definitely has menthol, camphor, eucalyptus oil and some other stuff. It's just really effective, I feel, if you have like this bad like cold and flu and you just want to like clear your sinuses. If you're someone that's into inhalers, you will like this. I can't say I enjoyed it, but it did help me. Okay, this month's local favorite is Misho. I'm wearing all of Suhani's lovely jewelry today. I love their stuff. I have quite a few of their necklaces. This one is my favorite. Actually, both my birthday presents for the last 2 years have been from her. Like, Weber bought this for me 2 years ago, and then this is my this year's birthday present, the katana earring that I've been eyeing for a while. And I just feel like her stuff is really unique. It's pretty, and there's meaning behind it, you know, like when you read about the pieces or like the description about it, you wanted, like I always wanted something of her from her zodiac collection. So he got me this because the pearl was like different to the regular just plain gold. And even here I got the one with like, I have a lion Leo element here as well, and then this, it's like mismatched earrings. And I really love her stuff. Yes, it's pricey, but it's just really cool, and I feel like she really does jewelry, you know, in a way that nobody else does. And she kind of put like the whole Indian homegrown jewelry label on the international map as well. You'll find stars, top models, singers all wearing her stuff, you know, abroad as well. And so yeah, really like their stuff. This is my newest addition to my collection, but yeah, I have a lot of her necklaces. This one and even the other round one that you guys have seen in a lot of my videos. So yeah, Misho for my local favorite this month. Okay, now be prepared for a marathon of shows, guys, because I've been in bed for like a week and I've watched a lot. Okay, first up we have this Korean reality show called Love After Divorce. This is the US edition. Told you guys about it last time as well. Obsessed. They have like one episode a week, so you have to wait for the next episode to come, and it's really like every week because they leave you on like this cliffhanger and you're like, don't do this to us. But it is so good and like so touching, and like you really feel invested in like their lives. I don't want to say too much, just watch it. Like it's so good. New episodes of Love is Blind, one of those shows where, I mean, I know it doesn't make sense, and half the time I'm thinking, is this real? Are they faking it? Are they really like together or not together? But it's just again one of those addictive shows that if you watch it, you know you can't stop. Okay, then we have At Home with the Furies, which is about this, you know, world champion boxer and his family. And as you guys know, I'm currently obsessive about sports documentaries, following like documentaries about athletes. And this is a reality show about him, you know, when he announces his retirement, how he comes out of his retirement. And it's really interesting to kind of see that psyche for a sports person and how they keep coming back and why they come back. I really felt like I saw a lot of that in this one and I really enjoyed it. Virgin River has a new season, guys. Jack is back, and it's just like one of those mom and pop shows, you know, that I would think my mom would love, but somehow I can't stop watching it. Like I'm almost like thinking in my head, like, why am I watching this? So it's so predictable, but I'm hooked and I still watch it. 19 to 20, another Korean reality show about this group of teenagers who are 19. And a fun fact which I didn't know, which this show taught me, is that everyone in Korea kind of turns 20 at the same time on 31st December that year. Like when the new year happens, they're considered as 20-year-olds, despite like their birthdays being different and all of that, which I thought was really interesting. So like this is kind of like a finishing school for them to get into, to be like adults, and their equations and how young love blossoms, and the drama, how there's like a love triangle and so on. And it's just really cute. Like it made me feel very old, but it was very good. Then we have Wrestlers. Again, really interesting to kind of see as a generation that grew up on wrestling, like people my age, it was like really huge to see like wrestling at that time. And this kind of sheds light on the whole industry and how a lot of it is fake, or how it's rehearsed and all an act, or how they all have their own persona, which is their story that's been weaved and carved, and how hard it is to kind of sustain themselves and the injuries they sustain. And again, like a really like insider kind of documentary on wrestling, and it was really, really good. Murdaugh Murders has a new season. The second season, I was a bit disappointed. Like I thought that we'd see more of why Alec did this and what happened, which kind of already was the question mark with the cases on and stuff, which didn't really come out. It was just how it happened and how he got convicted and stuff like that. So I was a little disappointed, but yeah, again, it seemed like a bit stretched, like because the first one did well, let's do this. But yeah, there was still a lot in terms of them following his whole case really closely, and how it panned out, and how things didn't add up, and yeah, it was pretty good. Then we have A Time Called You, which is the K-drama I'm currently watching. It's like one of those flashback kind of, where it's set in the 90s and today, and it's really interesting. I really like anything that's dated with 90s or 80s, because I feel like that was my childhood and it's very nostalgic. So yeah, really enjoying that. Sex Education, new season is out. Just started watching it, just into the first 3 episodes. Love the show, and I'm loving the season. Okay, moving on to Jio, Belowdeck Downunder. Finished the whole season. This one was definitely one of like the most masaledar, like I think, seasons of all Belowdecks, and I watch a lot of Belowdeck, as you know. So yeah, it was really good. Then on Amazon Prime, okay, I watched a show called Wilderness, which is so good. Okay, so it's like there's murder, there's infidelity, there's all the masala you need, and it's just so good. Like I like to break my like Korean content with English content. So especially when I'm sick and I'm watching like all day, I do like this one, that one, this one, that. Or like when I'm working and stuff, I like the English stuff because I can listen to it and also do other stuff, you know what I mean? So this is that show that was so good that I finished in, I think, 1.5 years. Then last but not the least, we have Apple TV. The morning show is back. Again, you get like weekly episodes. Really good. One of those shows that I always go back to, really enjoy it. And this season has been pretty spicy so far. It's one of those that hasn't gone down. Like every season, it's either the same or it's like better, but it's not like the quality of the show hasn't gone down. So good. Last but not the least, we have the Supermodels on Apple TV, which was so good. Following Naomi, Cindy, all the supermodels of like my generation. As someone that modeled, like these were like our icons at that time, right? Like the supermodels. And this is just really interesting because it follows them all closely and kind of sees where they are today, and a lot of them are still doing this. And it was just really interesting to see their relationships with designers then, and the power play, the dynamic. And I followed a lot of their work, so I really enjoyed this one. So those were my September favorites. Yes, I know I watched a lot of stuff, but I was sick, so it's all good. Comment below with your September favorites, whether it was shows, food items, beauty items, anything, and I will see you guys soon. Bye.